Hey guys, it's Lego Maestro here, and welcome back to another episode of Hypixel Alert. Yes, it's been a little while since the last one. Guys, I'm no dummy, alright? I saw the dislikes on the last episode of, it really wasn't an episode of Hypixel Alert, okay? It was an announcement doing the news on Fortnite, and for a lot of you, I am happy to announce that as of right now, I am actually stopping that channel. Yes, I started it and then just stopped it. Why? Because I realized that with Hypixel has enough news for about one episode per week. And even then, you can see sometimes I don't have that much going on. That's just because Hypixel, generally, I mean, they're working into Hightail, you know, there's not too much going on. And plus, tons of other games are now cutting into their market. The problem with Fortnite is there is actually an abundance of news, way too much in fact, that I would need to make the news daily if I were going to be an efficient host for that. And right now, I'm just not in that kind of shape. I'm taking quite a few college classes at the moment, and unfortunately, that has taken up quite a bit of my time. So I'm just not ready to do the news for Fortnite right now. I apologize, but to everyone who loves Hypixel, I'm sure you are glad to hear that announcement. Now don't worry, it will be coming back eventually. In the summer of this year, I should be on track. No school, nothing prohibiting my schedule, and that should be a pretty great time to upload. I've also got some other stuff that I plan to upload, so be ready for that. But guys, let's jump into our first story today. This one is a game-breaking glitch that came from UHC. A Hypixel YouTuber known as Demise uploaded a video this week titled Hypixel UHC Duplication Glitch 2B2T Chunk Dupe. Now apparently I just looked it up. 2B2T is like some hacking server, and apparently it's really popular, but I don't know what that has to do with this glitch. All I know is it was pretty crazy. Now in the video, they were able to go to the nether and then go back to the overworld while having items in chests that are still in the nether, and when they would travel back, the items would have duplicated, and you could just keep doing that back and forth, and you'd have yourself quite an abundance of stuff. Now currently in the description of his video, it does say this glitch is patched, but I'm not sure how well that helps his chances of not getting banned. It's one thing to just use the glitch, it's a whole nother to upload an entire video on it, which makes your chances of getting banned very high. And if that wasn't enough for this guy, not less than a week later, okay, less than 7 days after that video came out, he made another video titled Hypixel UHC Infinite Healing Glitch. This guy is walking on the edge of a ban. I was going to check his channel originally to see if he got banned for his first glitch, and then I find out that 3 days later, he makes another video on an entirely different glitch that's in UHC, the exact same game mode. I mean, heck, Hypixel should just hire this guy to find all the bugs in UHC. Orange Marshall could really use your help, I'm sure, but the good news is his second glitch is a lot less bannable because although it is technically a glitch, that one is on Hypixel. It's Hypixel's fault. The way it works is he crafts some ultra enchanted pickaxe. It's got some fancy enchantment on it, and basically he can hit a piece of grass. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to give you regen, but I don't think it's supposed to be on grass. I think that's kind of a loophole, but it's still within the rules of how this pickaxe could be used, so you can't really count that one on him. But regardless, I'm sure the admins aren't very happy with him because this guy's getting a lot of views on these videos, and that only means that the admins are having to rush to the glitch and are having to put it at the top of their to-do list, because the more people that are doing this, I mean, the crazier the game mode gets. I'm telling you, this Demise guy is walking on some very thin wire. As of right now, I do not believe he's been banned, but if that changes, I will be sure to let you guys know. Oh man, well, on to our next story. This one is coming from, ironically, Orange Marshall, titled Arcade Update 1 of 2, New Leaderboards, Stats NPCs, Game Improvements, and more. Now the first thing he starts off with in this forum post are the new lobby improvements, and this of course starts with the new NPC they've added for stats. Now you can find Mr. Herobrine here right next to all the arcade mini games, and that will let you know your statistics for all the game modes. And to the left of him you will find the new leaderboards, which is now updated for every single one of the arcade games, and apparently they made the coin leaderboard more accurate too, so that's pretty cool. And when it comes to coin conversion, they also did something with that. One of the main reasons people play arcade games is so they can convert those coins into other game modes. For example, walls, which will never fill up. You can just convert your coins into that and still max out the shop while still having never played a game if you need an achievement for that or whatnot. The problem with this is a whole lot of games got nerfed, although some did get buffed as well. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description if you're interested. But let me just tell you, the conversion rates were changed quite a bit. And I am not going to read this, you guys. In the game improvement section, there are more changes than I think I've ever seen from a forum post. I mean, I'm looking at this. There has to be at least 100 to 200 game improvements. I'm not even kidding. Over every single minigame, it looks like every single one got some kind of change. And not just that, there's a ton for each one too. And for the last thing on this forum post, they also merged every single party game into one. So for those that don't know, in the past, party games have been labeled 1, 2, and 3, where where each one has its own variety of mini games, and well, now they've just made them into one big party games game. So of course, if you'd like to play it, that is now in the arcade lobby. And on to our next story. This one is coming from Foundation. You guys know them, they're the #1 guild on Hypixel, or at least they were. Foundation is known for being one of the most long-standing, try-hard guilds in the Hypixel community. It seems like tons of the people in this guild are very active on Hypixel and the forums of what's going on. These guys are very committed to Hypixel, and this week, they got passed. Here's a screenshot you can see from the Leaderboards guild experience, where RAR has taken them over by 500,000 experience. Guys, it looks like both guilds are very close to 100 million XP, which will be a huge groundbreaking achievement, but regardless, oh man, they had the record for quite some time. In fact, I'm not sure it's ever been broken until recently. Alright, well guys, to end off today's episode of the news, we've got a Duels update coming from Nitroholic titled Duels Update version 1.3.5, new season, new map, bug fixes, and more. Now to briefly summarize everything that is in this forum post, of course there are new seasons for Duels, they've also added a new map, and they have also tweaked the Duels lobby. Now for the first thing, the new Duels seasons, apparently there's a lot about new elo and new systems and whatnot, so if you are active in the Duels community and you're in those tournaments and those seasons and whatnot, then I will leave a link in the description, so feel free to check that out and see what happened in more detail. As far as the map goes, here's the one you can see called Tooth Ridge, and as far as the layout goes, they actually just changed the layout of the NPCs for more specific mini games. They've also emphasized all the rank stuff. So they said they're testing it out to see if it has any emphasis on how many people will join now. So they're kind of doing a bit of an experiment here. So I guess we'll have to see how that goes. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the news this week. Guys, if you've enjoyed the news and you're glad it's back, give the video a +1. I don't know why I just called it a +1. They're called likes. But anyway, guys, if you've got any news to submit, my Twitter and Discord are in the description as always. But thank you all very much for watching. And Hypixel Alert Nation now, well actually, I think we're under 35,000 since I made that last episode. So sadly, Hypixel Alert Nation now around 35,000 subscribers. And I will see you next time.